Hello everyone, today we have new live stream, and as you can see this time we are going to check fresh release from ICM. It is modded in 135 scale, and this time it copies World War I German MG80 MG team. Well, you can see what it is on the box art. Thank you for the first like, by the way. So this is a figure set in World War I setting, and obviously it will be handy for some nice diorama in 135 scale, and it should be already available, so you can get it in Modelimex. And we have the commercial sample, so it means you will get exactly the same stuff as what you see here in this video. Thank you for the second like, by the way. So first of all, here we have standard boxing. Here you can see comparison with my hand. It's not that big box. As I said before, box art is quite nice. Thank you for the third like. And here you can see some information about the kit. So there are 19 parts for the assembly of two figures high. And so then here on the other side we can see also pictures of those two figurines. As you can see, they are pre-positioned, let's say, so you won't be able to change it. Good morning. And now we are going to open it and take a look inside. So first of all, we remove this top lid. It's a typical ICM box styling, I would say. So we have this quite thin cover, I would say, which is color printed, but then we have thick cardboard box which should actually protect everything inside. So let's open it, and here is what we have inside. So all plastic frames are packed into the same plastic bag, and then we have also assembly manual on the bottom, and there is also painting guide as far as I can guess, but we will check this a bit later. We will start with plastic, of course. So all sprues are packed into the same plastic bag, so just give me a second to open it. Okay, as far as you can see, we have 4 plastic frames. So we are going to start with this one. And frankly speaking, I'm a bit surprised that we have 4 frames. So let's see what do we have here. First of all is this frame. As you can see, this one is dedicated to various accessories. I have some dirt from the box, so just give me a second to clean it a bit. Now we can zoom in, and now you should be able to see that we have here various Pioneer tools. We also have various weapons. Also we have some equipment items, and molding quality looks fine, but obviously you won't be using all of them at once, so some of those will stay for your spare parts. You might use them in the next project, and that's really cool because you get some extra pieces which are usually sold as a resin kit, let's say, or resin sets, but here you get nicely molded plastic which will be handy in other projects as well. So that was the first frame. Then we have second one, which is dedicated to the MG80. So here you can see it. As you can see, this kit should be, the machine gun should be assembled out of several parts, and the main body, let's say, it is molded as a one-piece part, so at least there you won't have to worry that you have some seams or any other possible problems. And again, molding quality seems to be fine, so I don't think you will have any issues during the assembly. We can zoom in even more so that you can see these parts closer. Here they are. So the only thing I would advise to have is sharp tweezers, because some parts are really tiny and you have to handle them somehow, so it's better to have the right tools in order to place everything into the necessary spots. And then we have last gray plastic sprue. Here it is. So as you can guess, this one is dedicated to figurine parts. Parts division is typical for 135 scale, so we have separate legs, hands, and torso and heads. Note that torso is molded as one piece part, and I can bring it even closer so that you can see it in detail. Here it is, and here you can see another one. And of course, facial features look really cool. Let's not forget that this is a standard out-of-the-box detailing in plastic kit. You don't have to spend extra money on some resin kit. You can get it in Modelimex as a ICM plastic kit for quite a reasonable price. And if we flip it over, here you can see that we do not have any guiding elements, so you have to be careful while attaching all those legs and hands. And of course, poses are predefined, so you won't have a lot of, let's say, freedom in this thing. You will have to copy exactly the same stuff as what you saw on the box art. I still wonder when figurine manufacturers, especially the plastic ones, will start including the alternative poses into such kits, because it's a really cool feature, I think, and it will be helpful to all modelers in my opinion. Now we have several assembly manuals on the bottom. So first of all we have this one, which is dedicated to the World War I German infantry weapons and equipment. Here we have parts map, paints chart, safety advices, and then we have detailed assembly and painting guide for all those items. And of course we have description what is what, and it is written in several languages, Russian and English. So most of all this, I mean, the biggest share of those parts are molded as one-piece parts. You will have to glue some separate pieces for machine guns, for the rifles, but I think it won't be such a difficult task to do, and obviously it will be done in no time. Next we have another assembly manual. This one is dedicated to the MG80. Here you can see, again, we don't have any history note on the first page, we have parts map straight away. And then inside we have assembly process for the machine gun. So as I said, it won't be such an easy and fast task, but it should be relatively quick assembly if you have the right tools. And note that there are two positions supplied, so you can position it in the deployed or folded position. So it will be your decision, let's say. And then here on the last page we have a marking guide for this machine gun. Of course I would recommend to find some reference photos for this, because you can replicate weathering in a more detailed way with such photos. And as far as you can see, in total there are 19 steps to complete in order to have this machine gun ready to be painted. And last but not the least is this color printed brochure. So here we have, as you can see, it is written the World War I German MG80, MG08 actually. So I wrote it wrong in the video. So MG team, we have parts map here, we have paints chart, we have safety advices, and if we flip it over here, we have the marking guide for those figurines. No, paints are not Mr. Hobby, those are Revel and Tamiya, but I think it's not difficult to find the let's say conversion, or how it's called, I think this conversion table for the paint numbers, and then you have Mr. Hobby numbers out of Tamiya numbers, so it's not that difficult in my opinion. And as I said, here we have color printed marking guides. Again, I recommend to find some reference photos, because then you will be able to copy a bit more than what is supplied here. And as you can see, they are supplied, I mean, the overall view, it shows figurines only from one side. I'm not sure why, because, I mean, we don't know how to paint the equipment from the back, but I guess it will be covered by those items markings manuals, which we saw just several seconds ago, so it should be more or less easy task. But as long as you find some reference photos, it will be even easier to do. So as I said, this set should be already available in Modelimex web shop. Just go there if you would like to order it. Of course, I will be happy to hear your opinion here in the comment section below. If you like this video, don't forget to press the like button, because it will help us greatly. And I would like to thank you for joining, watching, and I will see you in the next video review as usual. Bye.